today, on the 22nd day of March 2021. We want to lay on a table the raid with the government of Sierra Leone through the Ministry of Information and Communication. Make clear we know say government gets the Maconi. So you get some foreigner then we can we country Sierra Leone. And what's in them come for? Now for can mine. But that mining the way then they do, they not pass through government too. Government not give them paper for say they get right from mining in our country. But then get the audacity, then get the bold mind for inside we country and can mine. If us not sell you, treat no go buy you. We want to look down the in another way now. Because for make person inside, you not jump in a window, now somebody open the mouth for him. But again, this one very serious. Because somebody when they do anything illegally, you know they take any precaution. The environment go suffer. The one the way they around them places, then they go suffer. And at the end of the day, we not go get nothing for sure for that. But a person must scratch and say, Una come. Anyway, I don't do one for look today. But before that, make we check the status update from NACOVAC. We know say yesterday, we not been there. But yesterday, na 0. In case you want to know yesterday, 0. Today back, you want to know, na 0. So alone, we get back-to-back zeros. Now 360 test them, and the labs they analyze. 0. Yesterday be better safe. Now be 540. Instead na 0. But even though we get 0, the cumulative confirmed cases now na salon now 3,948. For the past 24 hours, nobody not lost in life to COVID-19 as alone, so we still stand at 79. The one that they in isolation are 1,077. The one them we recover, now one person now beats COVID-19 within the past 24 hours. So because of that one person there, we don't get 2,792. The one that they in quarantine, now 37. The one that moved on discharged from quarantine, now 14,636. Let me check Manor River Union countries. I been tell we just not say Salon na 0 for today. Guinea say make we not mix then day. Then get Ivory Coast for compete with. So Guinea come with 315 new cases. Guinea we neighbor. 315 new cases then I carry it. Liberia say if Salon gets 0, why they not for count with 0 back? So Liberia 0. Ivory Coast say it don't say where Guinea they make. Where Guinea can go down 300, Ivory Coast they retreat. But today, Ivory Coast not ready for retreat. Ivory Coast gets 397 new cases. So between Ivory Coast and Guinea, no more 712 new cases na the Manor River Union countries. For the death, Sierra Leone, as I'm telling you just now, at 79. Guinea, 111. Guinea don't go up. Liberia, they have no shake. Instead, then they would Salon, 85. Ivory Coast, 220. Now Ivory Coast get. Saturday will be there now. Guinea na be 108. Today Guinea get 111. So 3 people from the last year left here. Ivory Coast we get 216. Today, Ivory Coast get 220. So 4 people. Within Ivory Coast and Guinea, there were 7 people there. And they lost so. With the kind of numbers they more than they accumulate, definitely. We pray say all the 495 people them with all lost their life to COVID-19 at the Mano River Union countries them and soul them go rest in peace. Today, Sierra Leone don't start the COVID-19 vaccination. And as we start and so, in our left deal, we also get COVID vaccine back. We can at the country today. 42,000 doses don't come today. And at the African Union Commission, now then donate that one day to Sierra Leone. African Union Commission donate 42,000 and now the AstraZeneca vaccine now then donate to Sierra Leone. So we don't get 200,000, we don't get 96,000, then we don't get 42,000. Every little bit help, not so. They will say, hey, African Union, those kind of small number we don't give so, but at least African man getting company. If I know, at least they try. They give 42,000. We want to tell them thank you because we need them. I don't know if because of this way don't come, the dates way they be don't give us until the 31st of March, or then go just include this one inside there. Well, we will see. Or they want to keep this back for wait for another term. I don't think so. So you can't let them just give you as long as the people them we qualify get them. And that one for the general public one are 70 years and above. We know to say now who that get underlying condition. I hope say we will a press release from them soon for say something like that change. Now to program proper. Government of Sierra Leone say them be Makoni. Say people in there now we country where they mine illegally. We mean to say they not get paper for mine inside Salone. But who that in the right mind? Go come out and your own country all the way na your country. You go to another country. Then you dey go do illegal stuff there. Even them people here first. Now who swamp are we border they would they use now by road or now by air? This immigration business na Salone, I think we'll get for look and find. I remember when we during the war, when a lot of people be get opportunity for travel out of Sierra Leone, for go now like Guinea, for go the Gambia, more like the Gambia or Ivory Coast, all of them country then there, you get for show paper. Yes. You get, I think Ivory Coast now then be get the card says you. You get for show paper. And you get for the renew am. But Freetown, Sierra Leone. I mean they say Freetown. As you don't kind inside where she enter, to bomb, it done. But you don't know about you again. You know get nobody for go tell and say, oh, I be don't come, I don't take so and so months, now yeah, day, this and that, blah 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 blah. I can't tap well, I can't stay, no, I can't find person, I can't nothing. As you enter, you are good to go. I say that 10 day, 9 people are waiting, you turn back and Salone, you talk say, Salone, I'm free. We go na then country then they we not free. You get for the work out this, you get for renew, you get for take this, you get for take that, all those things. But in Sierra Leone, welcome to Freetown, Sierra Leone. Indeed. Who they welcome you? We mean them. We mean the welcome. When you say welcome, feel at home. Papa, I left to you if you don't want to feel at home. But if you not possible, really, sabi how for feel at home, well, you boss para. Na na salon. But for make this kind of a thing happen, who da go show them people yourself say una can mine na ya. Without the indigens of them ground and day. Eh? Because we already know say we people them, then they do the illegal stuff. Pass if you want for denial, but we people them. Eh? Beaucoup of them, and they do on the small way. Small way. But when them foreign aya come, then they come for can pull chest. But the one way we people then can do. And the government they lost. Everybody they lost. We all. Because the bad thief, then they pay tax. We go get something out of them. Eh? So, right now, na salon, the government want tax. Una sabi tax all lenti den na wataki. Una sabi, una at no go yet to them foreigner then say una able make money dey. Like how then they do na the Gambia and other places. For 3 months una 1 year let them they pay. Now una want money but una left them one day. The other side the owner they watch. Now outside go make things continue for Tranga for we. Because then as them can inside so welcome, feel at home. Salon people like stranger. And the better word that one day. Salon man like stranger. Anybody you meet up, we don't go salon. We not talk good about we hospitality. Something wrong with her. Eh? Alright. Let me go through, yeah? Waiting the Ministry of Information and Communication, Juliana Vandi, when I want by the Strategic Communications Unit person waiting Italy. It say government conduct massive raid on illegal foreign miners. Illegal miners then they we people and they do one. We people and they do that small one. But the government now look with people in Rodo. Then they look for the foreigners there. We get the audacity for cancer or country. For can mine without paying their fair share. Alright. It said the government of Sierra Leone through the Ministry of Mines and Mineral Resources in collaboration with other ministries and agencies there, they execute an integrated task force raid on illicit foreign miners inside 4 mining communities. Nakono and Tonkolili district. 4 mining communities. Nakono and Tonkolili district. Okay? Sylvanus Dean he say the illegal and illicit mining in our country, it has been done in concert with some corrupt and unpatriotic chief na the mining areas them. Who they can they? I'll continue back. He said this radio then do 17th of March 2021. And say then do because some intelligence where the Ministry of Mines and Mineral Resources be gather, they show say some dabaru business, illicit, illegal mining business, they carry out mostly by unregistered foreign nationals. Like I be say just now, we people them. That half one, then they do am. But this one now we foreign account. You supposed to go na the Ministry of Mines, you make intention known, EPA get for kind side, for show side, who protect, to side will not protect what you for do, what you not for do, all them things then they. Yeah? But illicit and illegal ain't not the work. They no mix pa who side for go, who side not for go. I for let them point say they under. I like them saying at the red zone, then they dig. Okay? And with foreign miners they can, then get the money. So then they do that half and halfway with people and then they do them on a large or medium or semi stage. Alright. Let's continue first. According to David Gete Kamara, when I am the team lead from the Ministry of Internal Affairs, this task force on the illicit mining consists of personnel from the Ministry of Internal Affairs, also from mines, and also responsible agencies them and other MDs them, such as the police, the immigration, Office of National Security, Labor and Information, with the aim of mitigating the anonymity of nationwide. Okay, now get this. Now we can for go do the raid. Hey, police can they? Immigration self no say then get work they then come. Office of National Security then come. Yeah, labor all come. Labor and information they all come. For can go raid the raid. After be let make immigration tell we waiting and know but them people here where they meet. Since now they can stamp the way they can inside. But we need for take serious mindset for able for no other than the kind side and waiting than they can for can do. Okay. But they don't get that done. It say the influx of foreign national inside we country for can engage by illicit mining, na criminal business. But wait first about who do they call them foreign national for can do illegal stuff now country? Or then they smell them. We see them smell and they say, better the under na allow two kids dey. Okay. Then say the foreign national they now. Then they can say boku for can do illegal mining. But whether they welcome them, what thing they can talk when they can at the border entry points? What thing they can talk there? Then Salon don't ever turn somebody back. I think now question we go get for go ask na airport. If they don't ever turn somebody back apart from then couple they wouldn't be feel to say then get a coronavirus kind of symptom, we then we make that Kenya Airways, we then say nothing enough for Canada for turn them back. We then be turn them back apart from them one and day. Other against Salon don't look and say, hey, you in a kind of country. Or now because of the visa fee. Visa on arrival top $80 kind side. Say na tourist. On a tourist then they come in as. Then they come in as tourist self. You need for provide. Also you go tap. Okay, but good thing for land for more. But let's continue first. He say waiting, then foreigner them. Where they can boku one. For can do them kind game up our mining business. It don't become an issue of security, and also it raise health concern among the populace. Okay? It's saying King recall recently in a parliament where one of the honorable MB raised similar concern. Particularly, it cites the pollution of water along the Tonkolili and Kono district. I think remember that day. I don't know if you don't see the video. Where you say the water no good. And they go down at the district as a result of chemical and heavy machineries them where then they use. And then believe say now foreign miners them they do them. Okay? It say the raid not to be only for stop the illegal foreign miners, but now for also send strong signal to foreigners them. For say, not to business as usual. Where you go just scan a saloon, you can mine illegally without you not go through the legal process. Like that. Look they go, yeah? It say Sierra Leone Mines and Mineral Act of 2009. The regulation where they did, it clearly states say artisanal mining and related activities are restricted to Sierra Leoneans. I tell you just now. Say that artisanal mining, that small one, now we own people and they do. And enough for see foreigner join the. Okay? It say the government they put a stop to illegal mining by foreigners mainly because the people of Sierra Leone not they benefit, not even the government have the benefit from any revenue from such activities. It urge all the foreigners them who intend for mine inside Sierra Leone for do so through the appropriate channel, make them acquire the required license and the permit for operate in order for avoid embarrassment. We mean say if you're not foreigner you come. Now my holding at the village can't say, but you don't need for go through the one and they come. The chief na my cousin, the chief na my uncle. Now just go no more. We who they do artisanal mining. Just can't join. We just need empowerment no more. Just can't empower we. So we all go join. We go do in partnership. Government's not the great and the artisanal mining. That small peke one. Now for people them. As foreign I can't say so not to artisanal again. Because then gets the the bulldoze. The regional commander Northeast, AIG Sayumba Senesi, where head the illegal mining operation for Kono district, he say this raid it been timely. He say the joint operation with ONS and the Ministry of Internal Affairs an essential one we go ensure for say issues of security are addressed across the country. So Sayumba AIG be no say that kind of thing they be there happen no by under. Or you go say, sometimes the chief know. The chief now don't tell them for do am. Or then get proper arrangement. So other than me for go question them. Make Okada or Keke pass just now. Let's see. Alright. It disclosed for say 11 suspects. Now then get not in custody where they help with investigation. And this concluded raid. Una listen because now I get me own concern. The suspects that were in custody now, it include 3 Indian man. I not be no say Indian back. They say they don't join no. I be visiting a shop no more than day. I don't know say themselves don't reach down at the mining field. I visit a factory business no more. But 3 Indian man them, some Ghanaians them, okay, few Sierra Leoneans, he say for various crimes. Me want to see the list first and say wait ba. Like seriously? Triple B, seriously. For say, where them go yonder? Now them people are no money and they meet. The Ghanaians, Sierra Leoneans, and Indiamans. But they outside the Chinese people every day. Because you know for say first, Chinese they number one. Now then they carry out illegal business inside Sierra Leone. Per mining, no. Per mining. Number one are Chinese people in Kobade. Or they not go outside and they eat. Or is it because of the 200,000 Sinopharm? So we're not able to see Chinese. So now the Indian man them and the Ghanaian there. Now they will meet today. Then last Chinese that will be old for illegal mining. What's be happen today again? Exactly. That's what myself think. Because the one that will be done old trade, not see don't commode. So why for go old Chinese back? I win a good party with China. So they go, they not they see them. Or this raid, not they see outside the Chinese man then they. Ministry of Mineral Resources and Mines, ONS, they are big. Una self no say, the influx so that be they talk about Chinese then they boku. We go give una several instances the one I don't catch Chinese then. But wait, I can do not know. So maybe I make una tell you about this one now and not put Chinese day. Hey. Okay, make I continue. It say they meet property them where they even they use for dredge. Like them machine them for dredge. Then seize them. Now both districts like Kotonkolili and Kono. And say the hotspot be include Nyamakono inside Sewa Fe and Fandayun inside Kono district. And other two communities them na Tonkolili districts. Una thank you. Now this one I want make you know. But who self get message for una? Other side and they and una know that. There, una make it's a good job, but una make it happen now. Una make it happen at all. Not so for say, maybe because in Sierra Leone, where the click now work fine, now somebody they come out to go bail. Something a person, and then we don't wait himself, now the time he go say now, well, when I wait. Now wait me no more, now wait small. And they go talk. Can't show sound a day. Can't catch. What about the other areas then? Waiting at the police then you work. And tell me say they not carry the machine and they on the patrol day. Salon police not the patrol. For able for tell say waiting they go on there so you not correct. Then they ask for paper. Okay. Make I begin come to panelists them. Make I begin Usman Tholi. Make we hear what's in the get for we. Yes, Usman Tholi, welcome on board, sir. What's in you get for we today?
Okay, thank you very much, Triple A, and welcome to everybody. We they listen to the program. The issue of illicit mining. Triple A not to think we new. For some of we grow up in a Kono and the mining area, then like Kono, we don't see a lot of that. And this is one of the reasons why the country DBN the Kaide so today, because most people and just feel say we want gently quick now for go into mining. I remember where we be small, we be Kono. Even internally, people in the commodity other part of the country and they can't do illicit mining. She's saying that the best way for make money. And one interesting point where you raise, most of them people are then foreign away the kind of country for candle mining. Then they get the support of we the nationals. Now we they give them now we they build the foundation for them. Because we country is known for diamond, gold. So no sooner you talk say you come out saloon, the next thing when they associate you with and say when I get diamond, when I get gold, when I country rich. So then they encourage them, they give them the appetite for kind of country. The issue of illicit mining, it get a lot of implications. The unregistered illicit mining by foreign nationals, you get a lot of implications. It needs to be controlled. The cost of putting the banner, not only in terms of we finance system, we lost money from that. Also, would encourage every Jack and Jim they come on in country, the kind of country for candle mining for free. They get a lot of implications. First of all, let's look at the criminal implication. It's a criminal offense, of course, because if you look at it, the 2009 Mines and Minerals Act, it limits artisanal mining to only Sierra Leoneans then. Only Sierra Leoneans. This mechanized mining, this small mining is only limited to Sierra Leoneans then. But to the point that they connive with other foreign nationals then for carrying with country is a criminal offense. So that's one of the implications then. And then secondly, you get some security risk. Don't forget, most of them people are the kind of country, then they can't overstay in our country. And most of them people get their own motive. So they can mine our country, cause problems to them, cause trouble, and then eventually they left back in that country, they unnoticed. So there are so many security, and they cause sometimes unrest in the country. So there are security concerns, and also in terms of health. AAA, if you don't want to travel, go Kono, you go see how illicit mining don't damage that district there, you know, believe. You get them small all the way and can dig, where somebody they go inside, you dig sometimes, now they end up the thing cover. And you get when they dig them to sometimes the water, where then they use chemical panel. That water they drain now the sea, the ocean, the rivers then. And then they get some serious health implications. Because if then they do them mining here, they know they control them, they do what they want for do. Consequently, it gets impact because that water they empty in the sea and the river them, and that water they get impact on the people and way they use the water there. So you see, artisanal mining, this illegal mining, it gets a lot of implications. And no wonder AAA, we mining today, benefit we at all, because we look at most foreigners, they just come, when they can mine them, then they smuggle them back comfortably in our country, can and go to them foreign countries them. They go make huge money. The people that way, they're not in communities, and they, like this place where they call so community, I know them small other villages that where they go rich. So, those villages are underdeveloped. They get any profit out of them. Talk about Tonkolili, which is one of the most deprived districts in the country. They benefit much from their illegal activities here, mining activities then, when they go on other country there. And this I don't know who said the government been there. Like you asked the question, the Chinese are popularly known for that. But the fact that, then they encourage them, sometimes arrest them, subsequently they release them without trace or without further information, I think say, now they give them more confidence, more hope for undertake short activities. So we are not surprised. We say them in there, we don't see have been on the go on for a very long time, they not put stop to it. I think it's one of the biggest questions then, where I feel say most people then therefore ask. Triple A, we remember, I think we discussed on this platform, I think a year back, a village called Dalaku village in Kabbalah, where because the Chinese then go do some mining activities, and they where the people, I think youth then at the village, therefore stand up. They say no way we will allow for let them come mine at this place, because when you look at the community, they get much, and some of these contracts they make provision for say way when they do their mining contract here, then forgive a percentage to the community for let the community self develop. But trust me, brother, most of them sites here then diamoniferious area here where the Kono, Tonkoli, all them places, and they are the most underdeveloped places in that country. Not to talk about the country. We own resources. I mean, we own minerals. Then it's like, it's like a swear for we, I would say, because we have not obtained much from that sector. This is why a good number of the public always they come up and argue over the idea of diversification, in the sense that all the time we don't concentrate on the mining sector, we don't put so much effort on the mining sector. Foreigners then come on at the mining sector at the expense of things like agriculture, or other sectors then way from benefit. We all man just concentrate on the mining sector. So now it's like we don't benefit much from this sector. It just continue to derail the country. And as you said, AAA, the Chinese, now the biggest or largest importer of minerals from the sub-Saharan Africa. This is why most people then also they express concern over the Chinese expansion in Africa, in as much as it gets advantages, but it gets serious ramifications, it gets serious setbacks, it gets serious concerns. I think the word concern is more appropriate here in terms of the manner in which then they explore Africa. I'm not going to use the word exploit, but the way they go about within Africa, we get concerned. It will interest you for no say the Chinese they don't invest, let's say, over $30 billion in the mining of metal now the sub-Saharan Africa, and that 15% of this Nasalon, which is about $4.6 billion. So with all the investment here, we still continue to ask questions over which now the benefits them would get over the mining sector, as this case clearly illustrates. In the case of the foreign nationals, them within the camp in the country, persistently, especially, the Chinese. As you say no more, this is the first time we know the issue of unregistered foreign nationals in the mining sector without knowing about the Chinese. But in this case, then talk about Indians then, some Ghanaians and few Sierra Leoneans then. We come to a total of 11 and say they're under custody. But as you said, one thing where I agree with you, I think most of these activities have been pioneered with the support of Sierra Leonean brothers then. When you check them critically, as this composition of this suspect says, I think say, you will find out say with brothers them always connive for undertake then offenses here. High profile people and we investigate this. They are high profile individuals then where they ban this, they know about it. Because nobody know they can mine you tongue, your village, you see how you go. And for most of these people, especially if now other different color, you see how they come or they come. You must no sense and try to find out what this person can do. What they can do in Milan, But for the fact that when you go unnoticed, I think say we brothers then they are aware of this. And the bottom line is that high profile people and because when they're mining activity, if you and a man we don't live in the mining sector, now the mining areas then, community then, the way all this thing work is like a chain. This they sponsor this they sponsor that they sponsor that. It go interesting for no say, you get high profile people them where he undertake then activities here we work with them for the nationals here because now we know the ground, now we know who side the diamond and day, now we know how to go about it, now we they show them. So although they blame the foreign nationals then, but also now we own people then and then they pave the way. But the overall idea here is that the government get a role for play in order for make sure say people have benefit out of their resources here. And he asked a very interesting question about the immigration. Why they know they check and control them people. I think there are rules where they, in terms of immigration, where possibly can at the country. Because I talked to one friend where they work immigration at one time. The time he said the laws and they cover, I think, when they cover by on regional basis for monitor then people where they can out the country for ensure say they come back, they can renew their visa on a time basis. Whether they happen now is another matter. But I think there are rules. But an officer, in most cases, they can comply with them because when they comply with the rules here, I think say they're able to check on them, and see if they get working permits. I think say now the side that one I think the government therefore consider in order for control with borders then. For ensure say the people away the kind side, then declare the essence or the purpose of why they come out of the country, and make sure say they report at the end of the time when they give them and declare further for what are their next intention. I think say now the best way forward, but honestly speaking, this has been going on for a very long time. And the government just ignore them. And it is a criminal offense. Not only a criminal offense, but it's a security threat, security concern, and with some health implications. I will stop here. I'll give a chance to other panelists then. Thank you very much, AAA, and thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Usman Toli.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Let's call doctor. Make we hear what thing he get for we. Welcome on board, Dr. Isatuka Kejalo. What you get for we today?
Yes, hi. Good evening. Good morning to many others. Happy New Week. Happy Monday. And thanks to you and Usman Toli for your submission and contribution today. Really, this not so like a surprise, just like how we don't lay out no more. We don't go on. It's just that, we now find out exactly what's in the go on, things and where they make salon really not they go before. Even though every day if you ask a Sierra Leonean, Then we'll tell you, say, we country rich, we get so much diamond, we get bauxite, then, we'll say we get raw materials. But what you really they do with raw materials, how it benefit we? Way it be say in so many cases, where they find out, say, foreigners, then they do mining in the country, and then they think of, say, now this soil or now this country now do me work and make money, the countries for benefit from them, yet then they take them out of the country, export them, go do something with them, we go benefit their own nation. And then we constantly they stay as a poor country, as if we are poor, because we don't put measures them in place, we don't put systems them in place. We will monitor, we will ensure, see, that illegal mining there and not will take place by the country. So, and really, it's sad to see that sometimes we don't see that can happen. You can find out, say, Sierra Leoneans, and they will really support the idea of exporting the raw materials them out of the country. And doing that, we're really not being patriotic. As we always talk about patriotism, we talk about it because we feel, say, for us that long before everybody for really put the country forward and try to see where something will go wrong. Find out about it, come in and try to make authorities that know, for say, no, this not what happened. Salon for benefits first before any other nation for benefits. Anybody where one can do business in Salon, for pay that tax day, for pay that, whatever thing they put in place for say that and do, they need for follow the rules, they need for follow the guidelines, them, nobody needs to say, good for going out of that country and do something they, but what they do, I do on the legal way. But the illegal part of it, I think now that Sierra Leone therefore try to put further measures than in place, even if they feel say there's a measure in place, but further measures than in place, things them for the country and let the country benefit from their raw materials there. So we self will begin to see the difference in terms of what they talk about having raw materials. What thing we get if we really know how to use them.
Yeah, like I be they say, because I don't know exactly what I'm phone be they act, but what I be they try for say salon for let it go before we all get for become patriotic. With the hope say they go put measures them in place we really go benefit the country. If anybody want for invest now in country, nobody's against it. We feel saying that something we want to let them do, we go benefit the nation, not to something we then go can't do for take her out of the country and then the country not get nothing inside. And maybe how many Sierra Leoneans that we then would help, maybe one or two. So it don't make sense. So now me on take down there on this specific one. We hope say, as we always talk about systems, putting systems in place in how it could really benefit Salon. Now then kind of thing and they wait and they always say, fix certain things for let you benefit greatly from it. Everybody they say Salon rich, we get raw materials them, but we get raw materials them. How they benefit we? I don't see it. We don't see it. In our other nations them, we really know how to deal with them raw materials there. Then we'll see their country go forward in terms of infrastructure, in terms of development, in terms of many different sectors them, and that way they say. They see jobs, creation. They come in to the, to the people them, not to just, the government, no more, even the individuals that where they live in the community, where people would even relocate from one district to the other, just because they feel say, when they go to this district, when a mining sector, they will get a job. Or in our own light, we know they see that yet. We know they see that, and all that here now because of greediness. Some people can feel saying that they don't want to Sierra Leone away for benefit, also the entire nation, and they see people that they go hungry, go to sleep hungry, scooping and they suffer, and all that in there. That's not how you develop your nation. That's not how you help your nation, but any country or any mining company we want to salon or can do mining, let them go through the right channels. Let them not go undercover. For try for mine at the country and not give the country anything. I think so doing that, it really help we with the hope saying and will help we in how really the country will grow going forward. I think that's all we get for say, and with the hope say something good in this new discovery go come about in how we go help Salon go before. #Salon must rise again.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
Yes, thank you.
Make we come with us friend, make we hear waiting in get for we on this. Welcome on board, us friend. You get the platform, sir. What do you get for it today?
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple A, for giving me the platform, and thanks to Doctor at the house, and thanks to Usman Tolly, and thank you very much again for organizing this program, yeah, and to the listeners and viewers, I say hello. Me on take on this mining issue. Salon, of course, the mining don't begin the first time. I think a diamond from the 1930s, they don't begin to find minerals, and they. But one thing about Sierra Leone, what I always say. They know about this, but sometimes they ignore. The country is made of a long escarpment. We start from Kabalate, Kan, and Freetown. Any sign of that hill part there, they see the hill actually, it gets some deposits of minerals. The geologists, the scientists, they don't do them. And many find this, they don't do them. They don't know who side diamond day, gold day, all these kind of things. So the other area where they ask some time back why people in the Canada country they come, it might be possible because people and they study these subjects and then they write books. So some of them might have studied these things. They know what this salon gets. So that's already they don't know. They know the deposit, they know the area. Sometimes the country know, but they know. Because also you know recently where this government can bring one system when they may get something when that drone. They may get that drone system. Well, recently the drone they try for go around. You get like some certain radar elements, lights that we see. You get any element they react. If you get sulfur, you get this, you get carbon, anything. All those things it sense them. So in other words, then get for review back. But the review was already there before the review. Because the country, it will not say all the escarpments, it get minerals. So it there na notes, it there na books, it there na archive where they don't put this here. So I know they say the idea wouldn't bring the drone wrong, but just for let me refresh the memory and see this country get. So those might be the ideas. Some of them foreign people are they come. But again, as you say, people and they welcome them and put them. The mediation, go know how they manage kind inside. That's a question between immigration, the government, and how they monitor people and settle it. So you find out, see, then begin from mine diamond. Then the one way then at the surface is done now kimberlite. So they can look say that now investment will look strenuous. So what's in the investors then they do now? Most of the way they come, then they try for embark on the mining of gold. Go in a more of surface, and they go too far for the time being. Even though when it been begin initially, you be actually get gold from running water. The time when they begin discover that. Say like a place like Magorka, they begin get this common word where they put in italics, they say, they go corbo. That's what they go do. They go with the calabash, na the water side. They collect this dirty here, then they begin they sieve and the guy is there for sieve rice. They try for clean the rice for pull stone panel. So now so then they get gold. But that one they don't begin they go now. You get for dig, they get for broke stone. So inside them, they get for go deeper. So what is then the investors are then they can't sign now. But one thing about the problem what it cause is quite a lot. The question he always asks back say, is there a good monitoring or was just a blind eye? But because sometimes you go say it been they contribute tremendously to the local economy of that community day, of the community. In what way? What people and they dig, they go get that pocket money quickly. But in return, the personal money, some of them they get. In order to turn towards developing the community itself. Because when then they come, usually they go just rent the land to the chief, then get small money and other things. And I token, they're not going to go to an arrangement, especially the illegal one at the mean now. Because the legal one against us, in one way, sometimes it will say it look responsible. The responsible mining, it also get your effect. Then these are irresponsible mining government they try for deal with. When you see what it be doing, then they get and because what did happen? You get school dropouts. The school dropouts then, when they drop out from school, most of them they find their way for get quick money from their area then they. And that development, they go only come to himself because he want pocket money for move and go before. But they can, now the land itself. And when you find out that one day, they say what you go do to the environment is quite a lot. The economy, they flow directly because when they get that mineral, they're not going to sell them directly. They will either try for export them illegally, and then that revenue come to the government. And then what did happen to the environment? The environment from Milan, because by the way, gold of itself, because gold more now people dig in this type of way, when an easy, quick action. Now mineral then they deposit in the soil. Where this hot fluid, because Salon, where we did at the equator, because of that hot temperature, the cracking of the rocks there, and because of some other mineral that where the soil gets on top, then they wash down inside the rock, then they diffuse and form a kind of gold. So this then are the process where the gold they undergo for make. Some areas there now earthquake, but we will not experience earthquake, even though we get signs of tumor 1 or 2 times where I don't hear say it may happen. But the idea is that because of this, it's easy for form, and this formation of gold is quicker than even diamond. So because of this, then they try for this, now we can't dig this gold. The gold, will they dig them in what way? Then they dig them most of the time, they find out, say, the instruments then and the appliances that wouldn't they use and the method they wouldn't they use, it creates a toxic chemical known as sulfuric acid. And that sulfuric acid, they don't find out because in most of the streams in West Africa, then they say the deposit of sulfuric acid, and when the sulfuric acid, it combine with the water very easily. And again, it go na the air in some way. So when it calls back the rain, the rain become acidic. So it cause problem both to the air when the rain then it cause problem both to the water again. Because the particular chemical when they go to the water, and this then they cause. And they find out say what thing they happen again, and they deplete the forest. And people in back when they deplete the forest, either for deforestation or when they dig the gold or mining again. What did they happen? That soil there in the mangrove for they clean the water, like a sifter for that it go kind of the water table them. Like what people are saying, they dig well in that area there, the water, you go find out see itself is polluted. Not even the surface one, even the one where they beneath, oh, they talk of water table, where they see they dig forget well. So those are one of the effects them where they affect the ozone layer, the air, it affects the land, it affects again even the environment, then the development will get for Candy, they find out see they become very, very limited because people and just the mine, individuals and just for personal use, and then where they come, and then they get the bulk of the profits. So they find out say what in the government get for try and look into while they do that in there. I feel say what in move them more for do this again. Now that environmental pollution. In terms of the ecosystem, I feel say all them things that don't drive them for let them go do because recently now born to be see back inside that one day effect. And when you look at the Atlantic, now they go round. Bauxite be the mining under, rutile be the mining under, then in the see all that water they will the flow. The mangrove they would be for even for all land. So when the water they cut inland, it will become pure. They don't deforest them. So all these kind of things, government just for look at, even though they are trying, now they are doing it. But let them try put laws and where people then will know. Then they put people in the environment, they sensitize them, watching that one day being in the community. And then create something what will make the people and not go become attracted from that. Because if the land where the people and more for can dig, we don't convert that to something else of an industrial something where people will get engaged, then we'll leave it and break that land. But because they need land, they go deforest them, they go do. So these are other areas where they go try for see what thing they go able for do now the country so that they go look say we not go look no more for the profit. What the people and we not go look no more for say people okay, their life okay, well they don't get job, let them go manage that's psychological. No, let them look something what will become something very, very useful so that the people and what in the community then get something else what they go do. If not the agricultural project would know say this particular area is sensitive, what I go do. So in other words, waiting government get for do back, then get for try for involve. Then they select then youths there, then they select the heads there, then the community involvement, then use that quantitative sampling, then they sample and they analyze individually for study, waiting now the needs of that area the area where they know in an area we prone to mining, so that they will able to identify the needs of those community. If now people that will get sense for do this, we try we engage them. Or now people that will not get better education or institution, we try we educate them, so that will enable them for say we demand this place here, we not allow that possible because we know what in this they affect we know see we will run out of clean water. If rainwater comes, if not good for we, if the water self when you go dig that the well, not good for we. The deforestation, what it will cause, it cause CO2 in the bakuna the air, the temperature will the warm, all those kind of other things, then bring them and try for CC, then be very, very useful. Because when you look at Gambia, where you say people and they pay for camp, because they're not being encouraged even refugees them for daily. Now for that they say we cannot Gambia, you get for pillar residential. If you want to be a refugee or somebody who run away out and you get for go up and around boundary between Senegal, who did it. So up Cancer Mass area. So that area they really go for good day. But once you get inside the city for pillar residential permits, so now in there they put and then they hold you in a street, they try to identify you. Even then you won't be civilian themselves, then they motivate for even though the country is small, but I know they try for select government when they crack on the people and they because when they allow the member to go pay, the only thing partisan mining and they for just try discourage and then try left the mining sector to those where they know say, then they put strict laws them, then they bring machineries them where they follow now the ecosystem and environmental development so that they can't do what they therefore do while una will try for develop other sides, not get source of income like the country. If we not get domestic, I call them a gross domestic income, we not get gross domestic product for bring that income there. Well, una go they find other ways that can they try for do agriculture small, so that that will balance the people instead of them they mine, they will get other things for do, then will increase the GDP and then will protect the environment and then development will come and then people then will know their usefulness instead of you left them now ruin because that quick action money it can't know when somebody put in their pockets. Now somebody put in their pockets. Then when the thing done now because those things are going to be depleted. The lot of things will go there forever, the minerals them. If they get for this, they get for the begin they dig back deep. They can't dig deep for diamond now. So this the option for diamond and not gold, but let it gold back no can turn like how the diamond now go for kimberlite so that the country will try to develop. Thank you very much for giving the platform. But only hope see them will try to look into that analysis for know waiting the people they need in their place, check with them, not go just go stop them, you left them. Because when you stop at 11, you not go address the needs of the community again, then you will still attract them. Because if you not give them anything, then go find side for go, then go find thing for do. So that one no one a contribution, and I hope God will continue for help people there. Then they take stance, but then they take them more in robust form, not to just for left one side, outside all that thing will escape. Or that thing they escape because once they know the people like they not empower them or find something for do, then will still they encourage people there for car illegally. And just before I go, if you look what in even Senegal they do, Senegal Nako, I think Kedougou region. Kedougou region, I think at the southeastern the country. Now Ura then they back. Now the Chinese and the Ghanaians. Then call the group INACT. INACT, and they check on this development of the environment. So INACT, they check say that these are the problem even Senegal they face. Up to last year, again, like Ghanaians and Senegalese. We're not saying they're bad people, but when they see a chance for make business, they make them. But now, una the home base, therefore discourage them for come, and then go no say, yeah, not to play for come, just dig and go. So that everything will left for the country and we will develop for where we will go before. Thank you very much for giving me the platform.
Thank you very much, Uswen. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, yeah.
Make we come with Tony. Make we waiting and get for we. Yes, welcome on board, Tony Toure Jones. Waiting you get for we today.
Yeah, family, I do kushe. Abraham, thanks for having me. I will say the whole thing when you look at one law and order, we not in our country. You understand? We get the laws, we get everything within our books them, but the compliance or adherence or for we enforce them, now they the problem they. And it deliberates. Not that the no one enforce them. It's a deliberate act. And why make the left arm lose, make it like I do, because people are corrupt. Everybody want for better and everybody want for cut corners and everybody they think about themselves. Most of the countries then within our regions, where we around we, one distinct thing we different between we and the Ghanaians or even Guinea, okay, we benchmark Guinea, they think their country first. You see how they chase Sierra Leone and then Guinea. You understand? And even Ghana man, if you interact with them, you see the approach where they get they think Ghana first before they even begin think of the individual self. I know they say you know get that exceptional case where you get people that they among their nationality then the way they think about themselves, but they make sure say the bigger picture here is how they can able for benefits. When you look at Salone, for example, you understand when they look at the mining now, then after mining now where they go on, man, there is no way these people then go na their region and start mining with the local authorities or the mines officers or mines supervisor or mines agents and within the area they no say them things then they go on. It's a syndicate. It's really a syndicate way don't they go on for years, for decades. It's it's an historic problem. And until we begin we make sure say people then face the penalty or there is that kind of punishment where you go make way at least you go make people then scared say hey now this is not the penalty you will go serve as a deterrent for make people to not continue. And until we're not able for straighten that side, we're not able for enforce the laws then we will always see the loopholes here, and then loopholes here they happen because that chief way sit on the or that paramount chief or that section chief want for benefits. There is no way. At the least, I watched the video where PC Toto of Nimiama Chiefdom. Anybody will sabi kono Nimiama Chiefdom at the first side we the enter kono we don't left that Makali or Masimbi area the camp when I saw affair at the paramount chief from that axis day. Even before you even come, you left that Makali waiting called like how Usman told him they say they say they are mining areas, all the areas then they me man. You go find out say you will let you know outside lawlessness day. Then people are the girls and call I think Damaku or so whatever one mining way, then they go under here, then bust na the other side. These people they mine one time. This not to say they say they corner then say they are the work corner. Then begin dig from one side of the road, then go bust na the other side of the road. The road get for the road they make bridge under. Then go out and call that kind of mining. The people they wanna corner they listen. They know we sabi corner good. You understand? This is all lawlessness. How you go with the mine on that road? You do mine outside big truck in the past, outside things in the past. You understand? These are all lawlessness. So when you see people then they do them things then they and no laws, no actions, not taken against them, they make other people themselves they get mad. And people themselves like where they are the country. They just they go tell the Indian man or Chinese man or this or that tell us say, hey, logo mine. Go take paper. Now then same Sierra Leoneans the day before go up take paper illegally, go see one big man, send envelope for him, go give him, and then the big man just sign stamp. So anybody will ask you now, just tell and say na me. So these are all leakages. So money they want for actually for control, or for get them the right way, for law we develop some of them areas and they now would they take we put in foreigners in pockets. Now they take we give them money and these are the people the way they go na the outside world talk say Sierra Leone underdeveloped, Salone no nothing not there for rights home about poor health condition, water not there, this that not there. These are the same people there. Imagine then they go do a mining, they go go do on the spot where they're not for them, nobody not for no. Some of the people they run away. Those few one time saying 11 people they no more the mine at the whole area they know they go. No, you mentioned something said they're not getting no Chinese because the information leak. Before these guys and they left for go and then sites and they not get information say them man they come. How you feel say they get the information in there? Then get them from people that were there within. That tells you people that were there within the system. How we are say some of them mining here they take place. Even the chief them. You understand? So until we put strong law, the government or the minister of mines and mineral or this or that, until they really this is not about them sitting in Freetown. They do nice PowerPoint presentation, nice and whatever. They have to really make sure say because it will surprise you for a lot, so even the legal companies then where they mine, they have mines officer we attached with them people here. They're not even they report the actual diamonds or gold or whatever way they mine. Because these mines officer save one money. Now we say them put me in attached with Octia mining. Octia mining are called all this way them they call executive outcomes. Executive outcomes, somebody for the way for the able to monitor and make sure say waiting the account to the government saying and they get every month a correct and a true. If they give me envelope where even big pass me pay, what they get? What you feel say I get for do? I get for compromise. And this is what is happening in the mining sector. You have some of these mine superintendents, mines officials working attached with these people where they not get too much integrity. I won't say all, but majority of them lack integrity because these are the watchdogs. They should be the watchdog. Just like when you get an auditor, they can audit for say for check the true and fair view or whatever of the company, of the financial statements or whatever they check for. You understand? These are people where they for the check. And then they move around these areas. They see this mining, this hole. If you go, Kono, when me know more, but because of the 14 chiefdom, now 2 chiefdom, they want no sabi, one no go. You understand what I mean? If you go, you see how so river, like a river. They don't dig all side that. All side water the boss. You understand? So you find not say the whole place. Now then water and the mosquito they breed. Now then water and the other things then they happen. Now then so if I not say no control, all man they dig. There is no planning, no nothing. So it boils down back to the system where we not get. So as I don't know, doctor, whoever they mentioned, say we don't have the system because where we have a system, the system go able for synchronize the local authorities the way they did, the superintendents the way they did, everybody along the chain, so they speak in one voice. So if somebody they can't mind, you get a document where say the chief aware say AAA company they mine na Suafe or AAA company they mine na Jama Nimikoro or they mine na Le Chiefdom. You understand? You understand? Say all man know say this company they operate, and if they go, they say there is the legal documents which show say this company are bound for which they not fulfill all requirements. But there is that inconsistency. And why the inconsistency? Just like I like to say, because of corruption. They go there and put money in one man in brown envelope here. Is there anybody who asks and I just tell us me? So until we government get for put system in place, and we they talk about mining, it's not only the mining sector with the see foreigners the way they come. A lot of these Chinese companies they do dumping all over the world. We cannot compete in China or take goods sent to China, but they're doing dumping. Somebody made a likely they mention about Usman Soli. When they look at the penetration of the Chinese, we say, oh, it's a blessing. It's not a blessing for we, Nasalon. For me, I'm always talker. Even making roads in Nasalon, the Chinese, they are boasting, they have over 25 contracts. If you take those contracts and award a Chinese, do you think they're giving back? No, they take them back to China. Why you not go empower the local indigenes? You get Sierra Leonean companies there. You get the guy who make Kenemasu, where they don't give for go make we make Kabbalah, where they make Ajibu, where they make Kenema right now. You get this guy where they make this other Kinama Road and Ilko tool. Empower these local indigenes. CSC na Senegalese company. It's not a European company or whatever. Not a Chinese company, but see the massive contract the way the massive work when they work good, passive in the Chinese. But we take everything and give to foreigners, give to Chinese, and left for empower we own locals. Until we begin empower people, we begin put proper system in place where we empower Sierra Leoneans. We not going to ever grow with GDP. If we just stay in that kind of way, plus minus, you know, we even see that significant growth where you going to say yes. We moving because how we they make plus now so we they go beyond. How they make strive now so they go beyond because all these things are just they are pitfalls. They're like pitfalls. If we can't synchronize and put system in place, proper system in we mining sectors where we feel say mining should have been a blessing. We natural resources should have been a blessing to Salon. Definitely there is no way, brother. There is no way. So we really need for we take that or we authorities and where they manage the resources or where they manage other areas. I mean, they need for it be proactive. It's not about being whatever. You have to be proactive. If you not be proactive, you wait say the problem not be before you be reactive for solver. No, it's a waste of resources because you cannot control what has been done. All the resources we don't go down the drain. You're not going to forget them back. So we get for really be on top of the game. and able for be proactive and put systems in place. See how they able for but otherwise, bro, this is a serious challenge we're on there for long, long time. And we can't forget the cutoff point. But it keep going on and on. Everybody want for Jenski, everybody want for Billos, everybody want for. But we're not saying a problem for Billos, drive nice car. But let we get, the nice way. Go Guinea, Abraham. Which way you go salon? You able work and Guinea. Let you see where you see how Guinea. What we say we lambu pass with Rade. We say, oh Guinea man and also Guinea man. Go and see Guinea how the mining sector. Just go and work. How the mining sector, how they set up the mining this, all the natural resources, the mineral resources, they preserve them from Shekuture in them. Now, the Western world not elect Shekuture, it preserve everything to this modern days where they mine out, there is proper system in place. What would not begin destroy we from the 1930, will not even get benefit. They preserve everything and now they make sure say there is a policy, proper policy in place where most of the companies are where they mine it for decades. They're still there. And these are big players. These are not just we on the way they can't see the tomorrow, they not fold up, then go into liquidation. No, these are big players because when you set system in place, proper system in place, no fake company no they can enter. Because we want for waiting a succession plan, even there if there is no profit, even there is a price drop in the market, waiting at you, whatever, you go into negotiation, you discuss that. So they don't say this is, but it's a different ball game. So we all see then Damakuru or whatever company, they company where they can't see, they can't reap we. Now other foreigners then the benefits. Because this now other foreigners then the benefits. It's not us Sierra Leone where they benefit. Go to their region where then they mind. From that Masimbi, Makali, Tego, just see. From that Mabokala, you see. One better development, one better hospital, one nothing they go on. And these are the areas where the way used for be the bread baskets of Salone. The bread baskets. Now it's no longer. Because proper system not in place.
Thank you very much, Tony.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I want to say thanks to all we panelists them. When Tony they talk about them 2x4 companies them. It compare about the one that we don't say like Guinea. If you be listening waiting Honorable Tower be say intimap for against the company will be for can take over Sierra Leone Cable. It tell we. No, so? It tell we. And as we speak now, it's saying that the company don't take over. Even though they not go through parliament. So we lawmakers them, now then self. They sell the country back. What they don't do, then they do unto the big players there. Then the area man there. Then do the small one. Because now, according to what I read, they all them because they say they go put on for artisanal mining. Whether one day for this strictly for Sierra Leoneans. Even at that, they say not correct. But no more, then he left and give them say because now they tongue, let they left and give let them do it in they want for do. So they left and give them. But now they say they can graduate. We foreign account then join and can inside. So what you give money will work for you. Then they begin doing now in a massive scale. We not to that one day the artisanal can focus pa. So why is the one in a parliament then can do their own? The one in a cabinet then do their own? They remand them back, they say they do their own. The chief then they do their own. All the man they do their own. Now I tell you say I have a video. People in the fishing illegally. The person they take back say, now I like the catch this country they sell her. Salomon they deal with the Chinese them inside the trawler, they fishing illegally, then they draw tail because they come so close to the shore, then they draw tail the dirty all, half back, all in kind, jebe, all in the draw cow up. All in the draw cow up. Why? Because the Salomon they inside the back, they aid and abet for make you do because what you do, they are like bad then nine then they do what you not go do. Let we all just do a normal now. Salon. The papa, pikin, sister, mama, cousin, everybody they doing on. Yes, caller, you there live on here. Your name and also the call from, please.
This is not Mike. I call from Philadelphia.
Yes, Mike, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, I just want to say, the people, they're Indian, they would also. they're not gonna last 1 week. Then they release them. Yeah. You see, Salone, we as Sierra Leoneans, we not get love for we country. Now we biggest problem that we not love we country. You know, we the problem why we not love we country. Now they create all them problem there. We be say you know they go do that type thing in other man country. We just go mine illegally. The leader they know that the same thing. You know, look at the timber they already export. They devalue the thing and then the seller will not they profit from that. You know, they want the leader they want to do the mining back will not the profit for that day. The regular Sierra Leonean then they busy they sell the country. Nobody not love that country today. You know, we don't love the country. Look, Magufuli, when people and they cry for her, the whole country they cry for her. And because they get good leader, you know, he put the country first. But we Sierra Leonean, we just sell the country part by part. What's wrong with we? And a craze we don't craze as Sierra Leoneans, eh? What's really wrong with we? Why we say all man just they can't take. No, Lebanese they can't take. Indian they can't take. Other African countries they can't take. What's wrong with we? Why we not care for our own country? Why we not love our own country? Well, when we go back just now as JC, then they treat we like say we're a foreigner at them back. We want to try for do something at the country, then they try for push we back come out. You know? Man, everybody, I don't understand. I don't understand what's wrong with Sierra Leonean there. What's really wrong? What's in that Sierra Leone and them plan the next 10 years? What's that they want to see Salone for go? We not get no plan. You know, Salone, we go there back another 70 years from now. Now the same way it is, so now you go see them back. Because we not get no plan for develop a country. We not get no vision. We not see nothing past the next day. No, Sierra Leoneans, we get for change, man. We get for put we country first. You know, all the sell country so part by part. You not fear to generation they won't get for come before after we. You know, and the same thing what we learn that they don't do. Now we say they continue for do so. And what you do continue for do so, you know the born fine picky. We need for change we ways and put we country first. We country first, not to party or anything. Salone first. And the only way that we will go able to develop Salone. But they are Sierra Leoneans, don't think, man. They are the beg now. We don't tire now with this. Man, they frustrate every day for Salone. But now the same thing they go on, the same continuous thing. Ah, God, man. And I'm your contribution.
All right, thank you very much, Mike.
All right.
Yes, caller, they live on here. Your name and who side you call from, please.
Yeah, it is not Patrick.
Yes, Patrick, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Well, I want to thank all the panelists that don't make a vital point, you know, especially Tony and Spantoli. Like Tony, I left for again the title. I left for the caller now, Pomasu. Tony, if you know the meaning. But Kono na a place where this illegal mining we don't go on for long time. Now, I go blame government like 60%, which is the government. But the 40% blame I give to all the Kono chieftain. All lengthy way they go on, if they investigate very, very well. So one or two chiefs they hand inside, and when you say get connection at the government, one or two chiefs in hand go do inside. Because you know they just kind of somebody in land or somebody in place, it begin go, they just they dig. If you not get somebody, as you don't begin use that slogan, if force not sell you, street not go buy you. I think we'll for the use that with slogan there, by one of Jingo there, Australia network. Because Kono, as I said, the chief there, I will give you example. Back in the days around 1987, 88, 89, Kono made the guy the best drinking water where they run from Waterworks. Right away, most people will come Kono, where born there. One chief, SN Bori, Diamond go bust now Waterworks. I they tell you, they shut down the whole water system. 30 days, no running water from 1989 to now. No pipe, no the run water, unless people they water well. They shut down the whole Waterworks area. And now we pass for go Kamadu for go up Yadu road. Yadu this side. because of diamond. They shut down. No water, no me the run. They said, and then one day they went me the dig it. Esengboro to one of the richest economan. Who that they know? Relate to Sansmana. He relate to her. All the time that make money in causing the hall. Look into Chief Fanny and Atombodu Camara Chief Dog. The wild road where they come up from Kwedu town to Tombodu. In Kasimbasman, they broke the wild road. Divert them because of diamond. They divert the main tar road, like we said, the paving road. Or they divert them. But dig the road all, they divert them, they go create another road for let motorcar to come up Kwedu to go. All that thing and they. So now the chief, now make they say most people, well, you know, that the chief there, don't say, I'm not going to say the 60%. Government, one or two development, one kind of corner. But the chief there, because of some of them, the greed, the selfish, well, they don't go pour out on the bush. That's funny, are they? At Tombodu for diamond. Poro, look at places like wow, Poro bush. Diamond go bust. Not to chief Gide, when a secret place there. Secret place for the corner people there. What's happy? They move up because of diamond. That place where they talk, say that's Sewa River. Now we don't call beach than it. Sewa River in Yukuma. We're doing people that go to the beach. Now let's try they may go. Back waiting them they normal. People that go to water so clean. When I go Konowa, they see the water now, Jesus Christ. Water don't so dirty because they don't pollute them and not clean again. You know, the cities and side again. We see that water where they say do Yukuma, I mean Easter 10. Oh my God. If you don't go Yukuma now, or you go na Sewa Lara River Day. It's so clean. Now the Sewa side of me mom I made left for good because you get white sand and beach. And that area there, I tell you, that river they get a lot of gold. They go that river to get once you get that whole district there, that call area. They go bus where see past Motema, you go now. You go then Bumpe area now. That's also gold business in the thing, but we chief them. Because they make us say all this when I just propaganda, they just bring them and left for let the show say yes, we don't do something. Now like chief the hand inside this tier. Permanent chief the hand inside this big tier. But they're not gonna bring them out. They're not good. But who knows one day all these things go down. So not to today the legal. That's where they say the diamond are for the people there. Now they call it overkick. You know, somehow we don't add up because then tell them they somehow add up. You don't spend all in diamond money. You go say like go take shovel or you go borrow shovel and shaker and bucket. You go overkick. You go sometimes you go overkick. You see then one number 10. Where they say foreigner, you know how many times I come and but they don't talk like Chinese people they say no. From the one, so we don't call a part of winner as Kono people there. Now they don't burn they get one whole area Maraka compa. They burn the Pekin, they go bring the woman in a Gambia, 2, 3, 4 women. They did it. Then Tama Jabi, they all content tycoon Kono. But at least who's thing them they do Kono? Nothing. They not bring it, they not even build school. Because they will build school, like we say, Lebanese school. The Pekin, they all want to all go RC Boys Primary School. Some of all go KSS with them. And they did all they did. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Patrick.
Yeah.
Yes, caller, they live on air. Your name and who call from, please.
Yes, Raymond Cargo calling from Portugal.
Yes, Raymond, you go up to 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. Of course, I really been keen for be part of this program. Unfortunately, I sleep off, but I better I wake up and meet up for contribute a little bit. Of course, I mean like how various speakers don't say already. I mean, what in Salon they go through, especially when it comes to the natural resource sector. Now, what we call the resource cause, or otherwise, so certain people they call the paradox of plenty. Nothing will build up over a long time. It build up over a long time, and Salon not only the grace of God now go save we from, and of course the politicians also they play we along. either the one they will been done lead with before, the one they will lead with now, because all of them things and who they create, and then the tension would then continue for create. Let me and you they see myself. It is, this struggle na salon. It is about me against you, or APC against SLPP, or this party against that party. But it is actually more about the country, because if any of them two parties then they been calm, then focus for develop policy, because salon, I mean, I can understand how everybody in heartwarm about how much we hate ourselves, how much we not care about ourselves. Sometimes it very, very much understandable. But we leaders them, either we leaders them or we self not able to learn at all. We get 10 years brutal war from this same natural resource cause effect. We still not able to learn, and we leaders them until now, they're not really, to be sincere with you. Me self na player na the sector. I understand that sector they very well. They're not sincere with you, because trust me, just like how you been they say, like how Honorable Tawa been they say, and all of them say, and not to like say they don't know. And one of the things I go assure you, the one they would then don't hold so, then go release them, nothing not go come up here now. Maybe me and you self not go know when and how or what thing happen would then release them, because there are things playing in a much deeper level than me and you go ever able understand. Because like how one of the speakers been say, people and they what they within, even for let them trigger the raid, now either somebody angry about something or trigger and so now so it would die again. But when the country one go before, when they get some of them kind issue, yeah, then go na the drawing board and try for find the root causes for some of them here. And some of them they know them very well. But we politicians then want the system for let it dey like how it dey so. And trust me, yes, we will always continue for living hope, because when you understand in terms of natural resources in Sierra Leone, we really get a lot of natural resources. Unfortunately, we leaders then they settle against each other, and therefore everybody and what's to be fighting for survival. Eventually, we're more receptive to strangers, even when it comes to professionals. They accept strangers who not sabi nothing about geology, who not sabi nothing about with systems and processes than we young people learn, because actually, as you see other young man in self they make contribution, they do in own. We find all kind way for destroy, make all sorts of stories and so on. But we really hope this now being a good opportunity, and like they always say, they do a good job, and really hope say some of them here on again for the repeat them over and over, not directly on this topic, but to get for focus on basic governance principles. Because I mean, like they say, that a lot of companies in Barcelona how they do surveys and so on. But when it comes to good governance, we need for focus for we leaders then know say there is a need for good governance, and there is need for stability now we country. And what some of them here happen now, an opportunity for also sensitize the people and get the people for talk. Of course, they don't need much sensitization. They know so much about this sector, but government gets a big responsibility for develop proper policies. Otherwise, once we don't go inside the resource cause, it could be very, very challenging for commodity. And we really hope say it will take a long time. I mean, we're there in this for the long run. Thank you very much, so that Mr. will give opportunity to other people to contribute. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and who the call from, please.
Okay. The first thing I want to deal with, always the young people and they say, we not sabi this, we not sabi that. That's what we need to have been doing with resources, then develop the things that we will not sabi. The people then go learn. So we're not able for the focus on foreigners for can do things for us. We get the resources now we country them for developing things, and they say people then will stop for they say we not sabi this, we not sabi that. But we could not use the resources then for develop all them things in there. So people then go able for produce and work for the country. But corruption creeping, money way for go for develop the country, then eat them, don't people not then they talk, say we not sabi this, we not sabi that. Whose fault is that? Now we fault, now the people then fault, now the leaders then, we not get the foresightedness for put them things then they into place. With the country for move forward. The panelists then do a very good job today, I enjoy their submissions, But this diamond mining business or whatever mining that they do, not today start, this thing don't start probably before independence. The president, if people read history, let them see go back. Foreigners, they don't know upline even before the 1930s. During the Whitman tell them, then they dig gold and diamond. I'm not going to name particular group of people because they're still in a salon there, But they don't in that country there for a long time. Then they mine and things that it just happened that some more people come in and then join them. So it's not something we forgive at least small kudos to what this government do for raid them. It was in something we start last week. It's not decades old problem. I don't know how they will solve them, but at least until they don't try and make a move, let's hope somebody go get the thinking, the knowledge for try and see if they can put something for stop them. All man dip and that, Salona cash cow. You get your contact number, just go apply. You go get your plot. Mr. Sebengawan Paddy, we in Papa have been some big time, no call the chief done. So they working, so we go up there, But what's Mr. Bipa gold and diamond stuff? I just didn't have to look there, Only we get nothing, we come back, get bags, shovel, all kind of stuff. It's open. They got to put things in place for combat those things. Then not salon business to hunger. Salon business to hunger. We need another Moses to send another Moses. The road is too rocky for the people to tarry. The load is too heavy for them to carry. That's my submission.
Thank you very much, Ayo.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yes, caller, ID live on air. Your name and where you call from, please.
Yeah, Tripoli, the Sika, calling from the Middle East.
Yes, the Sika. What do you get for it today? 3 minutes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, man, for the platform. Tripoli, this issue I see on the media, especially this program, somebody send this back to me, this information regarding the people out doing this illegal mining. This is not today begin. If you don't begin way back, long time ago. Now deal ain't go bad, so that something go wrong. We make this information that come on also right now because somebody for go collect what for collect what they not get. So now make it carry this information. We make a open now. Say no to no one go hit, now what go hit. This remind me back to one of video one way we see, and if don't come across that video the back way, somebody they say they will sell this country by bat because of the crowd one Chinese boat where they can fishing. Now they almost to the land side where the fishing only small fish here. When they allow them for go for let them die. Where people in the video where they tell them they use word against the person, tell them say we will sell this country by bat. And I will make one statement now. I will make one statement back now. One of my friends, we just go, come on Italy, and container go na salon. Now what I cannot then tell and say, when I go work no more na come. He say we can I so. He say na we two one for let go up, na they go up. He say but when I don't can I so, the shiba na ya we on the left. The owner go the one we want up. This they tell you the mindset of the Sierra Leonean. Tripoli now you come on, you get your business for go na salon, for go take loan na bank, or for go do anything for go establish, or in their man or any other person once not foreign I go under. they establish before you, they grow before you because of the mindset of the Sierra Leonean. If we not change your mindset, the politician will continue for use we until that country they can go down to this thing. But if we not stop this is going to affect you. We have to change your mindset. This is the mindset of the Sierra Leonean. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you very much, Desika. The way forward. I talk and I just don't say this one way come on do so. Something happened. Something don't go bad. Now I make this come on do. So if I say like they pray less something they go bad, so then go they click the secret by themselves to themselves. Or the different authorities in Sierra Leone suppose for do their work. But just like how everybody don't say in Sierra Leone, as long as you are connected, you know, to the power grid. And okay, I was kind I learn a petit live connect safe. As long as you are connected to the power grid, it don't done. To the powers that be, it don't. If not to the paramount chief now, if not to the headman now, if not to the youth leader, as long as you are connected, because every connection gets your own connection, gets your own connection, gets your own connection. For me, it reach till side they reach. And then same connection today, even after this, where they don't make a loud one, so at the end of the day, he die back sorrowful. Nothing again. Is that what we want? I don't think so. I don't think so. If government say it left the artisanal mining, give the locals, make the locals no say, na this na una own. The day they come meet foreigner, una say self the locals una no go mine again. Una no go mine again. But other able police, the community reach the locals the way they did. Because the locals say na they get for own this. And as it is, with way everybody they explain, they're not ready. They only they think for now say government, then they party on, they don't they thief no more. And you they do your own small. So how do we want to fix this? How? Because it needs to be fixed. Everybody they talk say, oh yes, this thing not to now begin. That's true. But not to now begin, no mean say enough for end now. Make I just squeeze this caller in here. Yes, caller, they live on here. You name and inside the call from, please.
Yes, sir. Tripolina, Charles, they talk from London.
Yes, Charles, 3 minutes, sir.
Yes, sir. I see Tripoli, this tier we put so na tiwe I belong seeing AYV television and caught the camera. Then go catch them people there. Then see na 15, almost 15 foreigners them. They ask the chief, they say, how them people they man this kind of The chief, they tell the one that work is a policeman they walk around it. Then I one part. Once of them are the travel go salon. We do how they call it, we do transit. One bobo we come out Senegal. He ask me, say, he talk small in English. He tell me, say, show me Usai Konodi. He not sabi talk the English, not sabi talk the Creole. Now ask, I say, what you go do na Kono? He say Kono, he say, na did the mind that one. I say, this thing don't they go on for long. The country is so free, anybody can no more. He do what he want to do. There is no law, nobody not there where they control. Anybody can come. I say Salon are the only country free pass all countries in the one world. Because me say don't travel there. I go Gambia. I go for go take a plane. They tell me say the plane no come. Make I wait the next day. When I go the next day, they tell me go na lock up. They tell me say because I don't dey want this stay, so I get for pay. Just imagine when the airport no say the plane na car no come. There's like some people that they come. Nobody, the government no care self. The government don't know if they come out or they not come out. If they inside, they not, or if they inside. Anybody can just can't tap. But I say this that country they na go no more go because me I don't see any future. I tell you. Anybody say can't put it for do. I could come you go na mine in area. You don't mind that much you want. The amount of Ghana man in Nigeria man the way they did boy. You can't go to Nigeria or Ghana say they go mind. Who then are you? For God's sake, themselves. Because they're well patriotic. Shalom man, where is he can no more for in a camera so they make gigi. We saw all what for do. Then after that, they come up with you don't know we when I got no more we thank you very much for giving me the chance. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you very much, Charles. Yes, sir. Yes, caller, I live on here. Your name and who the call from, please.
Yeah, I call from Boston, Abraham.
Yes, you get up to 3 minutes. What's in a contribution?
Okay. Not the contribution is Abraham. This now big problem don't they in our country because we country just they pray to God, let God bring grace. I raised up na Diamond area, but not to Kono, Tongo area. But the foreigner wouldn't be following Nigeria man, even as far as Nigeria man will be one go rape me na Tongo. The same way the Diamond did it. The road bad off, they know the make and so then they get money and go Nigeria. So then they go in, then they come like troops. If me and you want to go do something as alone, I'm telling you, then they will give me a hard time. But foreigner can't, not wrong for encourage foreigner, because we need people who not look like we not speak like we. But there must be some law and regulations for them mining then they. Even the danger part of it. Some people then they today way at the local. Today the pneumonia don't come pandemic. Then even then at the Western world, today they affect them. But what did they get for proof for that? Nothing. We system it just poor. Law no day, where then they stand, then they put law, but they know the whole water. Nobody will not deal with emphasize the law, let stand, including chief, the owner, the way they this na business go bad. And that when some business go bad, they can kill people then for that. Thank God say well, blood no go there. Now business go wrong. But to country law we just get for pray. I'm telling you. Law not deal with the stand. With so much leave country to foreigner, me picking in the Gambia, I'm telling you, me man, when they be the Gambia, every month if they not pay for last pass, then they arrest and put them in jail. If I'm not sending money quick. Salon you go do that. No, all man go there and free my job. Now me then they go in and out, Ghana, Nigeria. Most of your passport then are to foreigner. No. The name says they want the way they work. The name the way they not send this not to Salon come out because we name them unique. But to country, we need some system where person, where go stand, put system in place, rules in place, the regulation in place. Or else, I'm telling you, people they not begin to drink dirty water. We go get for worse. We just they pray to God, let God calm down. He intervene. I'm telling you, Abraham. Thank you so much. But these are things where they expose. Now business go bad. Diamond digger, all business go bad, and they kill and they chop people there.
Thank you very much, caller.
You're very welcome.
Yeah. The phone line don't close now. Because we don't close, but we'll still squeeze. We'll see people in the call more and more. They'll keep them Saturday. If you want for add on this one, Saturday, you can add on them. Okay? But what thing are they say? Because we don't talk on, we all know say na age is problem. Yes, that's true. But not me say because they don't the way they happen, we're not supposed to fix them. It should be fixed. How? To me, I feel say immigration department get a lot for play now. Immigration department. After immigration department, the local authorities them who side then thing and they take place. They self get beaucoup for play. They get beaucoup. The local authorities and immigration. And the government side, if now they don't tell the locals and say the artisanal mining at then get her, then they for make let they understand say the day will come will meet una with foreigner, una they lost waiting will give una. Simple. Well, until they say they don't all few Sierra Leoneans, I believe say now the one they will be there help them. So if now people will be get more connection, because I don't think say the locals then go down without the chief in knowledge. And so me feel. I don't think say they go down without the chief in knowledge, but what if they do without the chief in knowledge? Eh? Then the chief himself gets your part for play. That's if he say you don't know. Because then would say, I don't know, who can just deny. Then can just see nobody, but then they pass and say then they go. Because most then that's what they say. Not you know, could just see no number then they pass and say then they go. But for in addition, I not for no. Even to the one the way they cut the trees them, a lot of them. Where we people then get them half power saw them. What the foreigner then can? And they count the bazooka power saw. Sierra Leone. Who they big? What will go left for picking them? If we not wise up now. If we not wise up now, what will go left? You say you want to say because they're not left for yourself, no one left nothing. How long we go deep on that? How long? Eh? Ha! There, immigration, local authorities, the mines, una do na work. I do na work. But we all man for himself. Like say within a dog eats dog world. All man for himself. I don't think so. Not in a banana republic. A lot of people say this back now another buff case. You want to ask why? You don't forget. When they go kill them Chinese man them. Then now illegal mining them they do the person lost in leg they then ill treat the Sierra Leonean and back. We be the way lost in leg. We owe mineral in our country. I don't know if na blessing or na curse. If na blessing, please show me. Waiting you go able point by we go say with minerals them, with natural resources them. This now so much blessing where they don't bring inside this country. Eh? If not to blessings now, so well. Show me again. Why make you say no to blessing? A judge say that on business not even benefit to a country and abroad. He said she talk about saying a salon person overseas, then talk about blood diamond. Okay. MLK say in believe say then Sierra Leoneans they hold their whole, and then go pay the price for the foreigners them. Judge Walker say, what in the border security then they do? What in immigration department they do? Now and then the question we need for the ask now. Now that for now they ask if we even get immigration as alone. You know, Go salon, no go with passport. You go no see we get immigration day. Eh? Alright. We'll go there back tomorrow. Yeah? I can play a song. Yeah? Till we meet again tomorrow. Triple say, Tata.